This is Jonah, a very capable TC2, busy working on his current engagement. And this is Jonah's manager, Alicia. 6 months ago, Alicia assigned Jonah to an engagement with a relatively new account, Strong Manufacturing. It was his first time working with that client, but the process appeared to go very smoothly. Everyone was happy until this morning.
Good morning, Jerry. How was the conference?
Oh, it was fine, the usual. Listen, I just got an email from Jim Strong.
Oh, are we getting some new business?
Not until we clear up some old business. His company is being assessed with a penalty for failing to file Form 926.
How can that be? We all reviewed their return before it was e-filed.
I agree, but our client is being hit with a $100,000 penalty. We need to find out what happened pronto. Good morning, this is Jonah.
Jonah, this is Alicia. Can you meet me in the small conference room right away? I have an urgent matter to discuss with you.
Of course, I'm on my way.
There may be a problem with the Strong Manufacturing tax return.
The return we prepared 6 months ago?
Right. They got notice from the IRS stating that they failed to file Form 926, and because the fair market value of the property they contributed is worth over $1 million, they're being assessed the maximum penalty of $100,000.
Form 926? I don't see how that's possible. That return was thoroughly reviewed. It has to be an IRS mistake.
We can't assume that. So I'd like you to check the e-file package and pull the printout that Jerry reviewed and signed and what I walked through with the client.
Will do. It'll probably be towards the end of day today. I have a meeting with the client to discuss an engagement, and then I'm in the middle of an e-file.
That's fine. Just let me know. Oh, and Jonah, as always, let's treat this matter with complete confidentiality.
Of course.
So what'd you find out?
There is an issue. I found that Form 926 was included in all the documentation, even the hard copies, but it wasn't in the attachment of the e-file package. I just don't know how this happened, especially this far downstream.
I don't know either, but I have to have at least a tentative answer when I report back to Jerry. So let's go through the procedure, every step.
Okay. I collected all necessary monetary information from Strong. I went through every factor with their office, and then I populated all the necessary paperwork. Because this was my first engagement with Strong, I looked back at several past returns to make sure I covered everything.
And I reviewed that in the software and approved it and had you print out a PDF for the partner's review with all the attachments.
Right, and here's a copy of his review. He made a few minor corrections, and then he submitted it for e-filing.
And I reviewed that to make sure everything was correct, and then I had you file a e-file.
Right, and I actually ran a soft copy through diagnostics. A few minor errors came back, I cleared them, and then I submitted an e-file request to the e-file resource center. I even printed out a hard copy of the return.
And then I scheduled a meeting with Strong and took them through the entire process.
And with that in hand, I gave the USI team the okay to submit the e-file. The e-file was accepted.
And I communicated that with the client. What are we missing? All the way through the process, Form 926 was there in the package. I mean, how did we fail to include that attachment in the e-file? What went wrong?